Mani nina bodni. Marwachang ngadal ko bokyana, portkana, kumagana mini yalara, gandlo wangandi mani ni bodni ngadal ko yatana, yaiti yatang ngadlo patta wilya takandi. On behalf of Kaurna people, I welcome you to our part of the country. This part of the country we know as Patta Wilya. It's good that we acknowledge country wherever we go. Kumadi yaiti miena, kumadi pinda miena yaiti yatanga tikandi, mani ni bodni ngadal ko yatana. To all non-Aboriginal and Aboriginal people that live on our country, a very special welcome to all of you. This part of the country we call Patta Wilya. Patta Wilya means the swamp gum foliage. So this part of the Patta Wilyanga is, I guess, a fairly significant site pre-colonisation as a main ceremonial ground, camping grounds, especially through summer. But obviously, if you fast forward, this was the site of the introductions to non-Aboriginal people to our lands. Our people first saw the English when they first arrived and gave them a title we call Gunyu. Gunyu actually means a dead corpse. Our people first saw the English with white wrinkly skin and thought that they were like zombies, the walking dead. For our people, the first time and the only time we saw white wrinkly skin was in the death and dying process when we smoke and dehydrate the body. And in colonisation, when they first arrived, our people saw the white wrinkly skin and the dead corpses walk for the first time. So it was a bit daunting for our people at first, and that name, Gunyu, actually still is relevant to non-Aboriginal people today. This is the very first site where the proclamation was established for the settlement, but also this was where the start of the English reign to be empowered and taken over this part of the country. When this country was proclaimed, it was the first time that the English flag had been flown on this part of the country. Kaurna people were sort of pushed to the side at this point in time, not really allowed to be a part of the celebrations itself, nor was, I guess, Kaurna people wanting to be involved. The significance of the proclamation as well is that when the British arrived to these shores, were given the instructions to follow and respect the local Aboriginal population here. And that was, I guess, stamped by and written in a letter by the King, and that letter itself is known as the Letters Patent, which was to live harmoniously alongside the Aboriginal people. But the powers that were in charge actually sort of pushed the Letters Patent to the side, and I guess that's when English law and policy started to be embedded into our mainstream society, and it became the most dominant at that period of time.
This has been totally ignored. 175 years to wait for a bit of justice in this country is just far too long.
The Te Ari Wangandi Kumanka exhibition here at the Bay Discovery Centre is a great way for Aboriginal people, and especially Kaurna people, to have our voices heard. Talking about proclamation and the establishment of South Australia very early on, our people had lost their voice, lost the opportunity to share our knowledges and our culture. So this exhibition is about understanding the history of this country from an Aboriginal perspective. We've got representation from the settlement period of time and some of the cultural information that is relevant to Kaurna people, especially of the area. So you can get an insight of who Kaurna are. You'll be able to see some, I guess, a mix of both worlds here with the letters of the proclamation and the Letters Patent here. You've got the representation of the Kaurna Shield, which is quite unique to Kaurna people as a sign of protection. And it stands here as now a sign of protection of our language and our culture, and the information that we provide and hold as Kaurna people. So this exhibition about truth-telling is about understanding that Kaurna people have a side of the story that needs to be heard, and here is an opportunity for us to share that voice. Yaiti Yarta Arpadnima. Ngalku berku pinchandi, ngalku waral tampenga. As we walk this country, recognise our ancestors and our elders, listen to our stories, and pay respects to the Kaurna people. This is a journey for us to learn together, to understand together, so we can move together. So come check out Te Ari Wangandi Kumangka, in truth telling together.